This segment is sponsored by GBMC Healthcare.
Well, head trauma is an injury that should be taken seriously. Well, here to tell us more is Division Chief of Neurology and Medical Director of Stroke at the GBM Center for Neurology, Dr. Ellen Diebert. All right, welcome to BMORE Lifestyle. So talk to us about head injuries. Can a head injury be fatal?
Most certainly a head injury can be fatal. I think it's important to realize it depends on how the person got hurt and how severe they got hurt.
Mm-hmm. So what should adults do right after a head injury?
I think that's a great question because some adults won't know they had a head injury.
Okay.
And I think that's where it gets tricky. If you know and realize you've hit your head pretty hard, if you're alone, I would definitely call somebody who knows you so they can keep an eye on you and assess you and make sure you're doing okay. If you suddenly have a change in symptoms, a sudden severe headache, can't move your arm, obviously that's an emergency room visit. For the people who don't realize they've had a head injury, and it's more frequent than people realize, because a lot of head trauma can cause a situation termed post-traumatic amnesia. And during that time, the person doesn't know they're injured.
Wow.
Part of the injury is the awareness of the injury. And those are the adults that get into trouble. And I think this is an excellent question. What does an adult do that suffers an accident of some type while traveling by themselves? And there really isn't a good answer for this. I would say the best advice I could give people would be, if you're traveling by yourself, have somebody that you're connected with. Somebody calls you at a specific time every day. Make sure that's your okay check-in. Things do happen to people. They fall off curbs. They fall in their bathrooms in the hotel room. Lots of things can happen that could render somebody not able to make a decision for themselves.
Now, this is an old school question. I know we all hear this. Is it safe to sleep after you hit your head?
It depends on the head injury.
Okay.
So I think a lot of people have realized when they go to the emergency departments now, after maybe a mild concussion, they're not given those head sheets anymore that make you wake up the person every night. However, if there are certain forms of head injury that are more severe, and there are histories that go with that, such as a person who had significant loss of consciousness. And when we say significant, more than a minute would be considered significant. And then they wake up and they're fine. I think those are the people we need to be more wary about, because then what can happen is they can get sleepy again. And when that happens, that transition changes, that's a head injury at risk of being something very complicated.
Okay, such great information, useful information. Thank you so much for being here with us. Everything where people can contact you is on the bottom of our screen and will also be on our website, foxbaltimore.com.
Thank you.
Thank you.